to the channel, guys. I am so sorry about my attire in this video. I've just finished the gym. It is hot, it is sweaty, but it's freaking raining in the UK. Surprise, surprise, it's the summer in the UK and it's raining. But we are on our way to MJG Grits. Martin sent me some pictures of his P100 and yeah, it's getting there, mate, it's getting there. As big builds go, this is probably the biggest one we've ever featured on the channel. Sorry about the camera moving around. Car's on coilovers now, so it's like, after years of work and tons of custom parts, we're about to see what it looks like now, because the last time you guys saw it, it was getting stripped down ready for paint, but there was tons of other stuff he needed to do. The pictures I've seen though, next level. Let's get through these flooded roads, shall we, in a slammed 300C and see how far he's got. Right, we've made it to MJG Grits, the only place on the Isle of Wight to take any of your sandblasting needs and powder coating. Let's get in there. So we've made it inside, it's raining outside. Right, Martin?
Hello.
You right?
All right, yeah.
You're having a lovely time, aren't you? Can I just, before we do start, we're going to go to the P100, I've already said. What the hell is this thing that you've bought? Like, he's bought this thing, and it's like, mate, I don't even know what it is. It's some madness. Can you tell everyone what's going on here? Because, like, what is that all about?
Well, I started doing car club.
Yeah.
Done it in my Fiesta that we took down the Sandown Sprint. I then bought, after Sandown Sprint, I came 7th out of 14th. There was,
nice, well done.
There was another car that had won that class.
Right.
It was a Fiesta ST180.
Yeah.
Since then, I purchased.
Yeah. So which is out there, yeah.
Now doing car club in the ST180. Brilliant. The guy said, well, actually, K90's coming up, and you don't really want to, totally novice to
nice
car
car.
club. Yeah. You don't want to be taking that down K90. You want to find something else. So we found a 1.1 Saxo, cost us very little money. Brilliant. At K90, a guy called Andy Williams, who previously owned this, says to me, I've got something you might be interested in. So didn't think nothing of it. A couple of days later, you're late night here and you're stewing, and I thought, got the mustache for that. So,
I've got the mustache.
So the next event was at BAE, and I took it out round the tarmac, and I definitely myself.
Yeah.
And I thought, Joe, what, I'm going to buy it. So I.
Oh wow! So there was a test drive involved, which is quite
definitely
nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing with Andy sold this a few times, but he's bought it back because people can't drive it. He said to me, if you can get in it and drive it, he said, by all means.
You're more than welcome to buy it, basically, because it's an animal of a thing.
I've done 3 events in it. First time it wasn't running very well. It was only running on free. A guy, Martin, works just up the road. He came down and serviced it for me, done a great job. So fully serviced it. And then it had just been neglected a bit. Andy kind of got it off the trailer, drove it, and didn't really do a lot to it.
Right.
My last event, as you can see, it looks like multiple.
Things have definitely come off it.
So these are caterer mud guards, not even for this.
Right.
The actual mud guards that were on it. The last event, I broke a gear knob off, which is
down there.
I hit the bank. I then thought, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll pop it neutral because there's no reverse in this. It's got a 1100 Blackbird engine in it.
Oh wow.
It's 170
horsepower?
8 horsepower.
Wow. Sat in the back of it.
Yeah, it does 75 in first. It is.
Oh, so you don't need to change gear, that's the key?
No.
When you're doing like tight...
Car club and stuff like that, you don't need to change gear, so brilliant.
Right.
Obviously tried to put it into neutral to roll out of the bank and snapped it off.
In your excitement to get off the bank, basically.
No, in like, oh my god, this has all gone wrong.
Yeah, oh god, quick!
And then, so I spoke to someone that had some spare mud guards, but they're for a caterer, so we're going to have to try and modify it to get them on.
Right, they're going on that.
We're going to get them on somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, the event, 3 mud guards, 1 gear selector. But it was amazing.
But you had a great time.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
And it's meant to be sort of, not destroyed, but enjoyed.
No, that's right. And I got out of it, and Andy said, cool, you don't. Again, another thing.
Yeah.
Hydraulic handbrake weren't working very well, so we had to make disc and pads for it.
Oh, really?
To find a disc.
I suppose it's a pretty completely custom thing, isn't it?
Down, we've got Willwood calipers on. We've changed, steering wheels, handbrakes, toe straps, mirrors. We're just trying to, basically, by the end of the season, all we'll have to do is take it apart, recolour it our brand, and then put it all back together, it'll be done.
Yeah, nice. But I suppose this is testing to see what you actually like. The steering wheel needs to change, the handbrake needs to get better, various things like that. So
Andy's owned it he had it for many years. And now it's, you know, it's come to us. I've got to try and make it how I want it.
I like it though, mate. I know it's not the reason we're here, but
No.
I wanted to feature it in there because it's cool.
It is horrendous.
It's a horrendous thing, and I love it.
If you're not going quick enough and you try and steer, you just track forward.
Oh wow! So you need to go faster to go round. Yeah, mate, we're getting that. Mate, if I could fit in the bloody thing, it'd be funny. Anyway, where are we? Because there's lots of things happening in here. Bumper. Oh yeah, bumper's here.
Ready for prime.
Ready for that. I'm just going to point these dimmers out. Dimmer wheels from a 205.
Yeah.
Oh my god! This is why we're coming here, because
So the guy
is.
had the dimmer in a garage, hadn't got it out of the garage for 12 years, decided that now was the time to get on with it.
Yeah.
There's the edge of the
Oh, and
rim
there's
here.
the dishes. Oh, I love them.
Proper split
Look
rims.
at that.
Obviously, we don't normally take things like this on. But
Yeah. So don't bring your split rims down here saying,
no.
mate,
Well-
can you just like sort me right out some split rims?
Well, I say
please?"
that, but
Yeah, but they're like, there's some over there as well. So don't do that to him though, because that's not his forte. But there's some over here too. It's fine.
It is what it is.
But you just
how
a
can
multi.
how can you not take on a?
I was gonna say, how are you not doing that? Because that's cool. Anyway, let's go to the P100.
bonnet strip down.
Bonnet's here.
Just need
Look
to
at this.
sand off.
Door number 1. Oh, look at that. So, the last time we actually saw this, it didn't look like that. Was it a full car?
Yeah, it's built, wasn't it? Yeah.
And you were like, right, strip it down and get it to a point where it's...
So fully
here.
built. The last time you'd have seen it, probably wouldn't have been fully built. We put every nut and bolt, every little bracket, every little pipe tube that was possible to go on it. I was probably about, I don't know, 6 hours away from turning the key. You know, steam turners made us a fuel line. Apart from putting fuel in it, it would have been a turnkey job. At that point then, took everything back off.
That's the point where you've got to then take everything off to paint it anyway.
There's certain bits, like, here's a prime example. Here, where the exhaust gets real close, it never actually hit it, but I didn't want to get to the point where I'm driving the road and go dum dum dum, and then I'm done. I can't do. So we've scalloped it out a bit and adjusted it. Yeah,
that's another thing. Like you think you're there, and then you realise you're really not there, are you? Yeah. So if we get under there and show you,
it's all scalloped down, just like
that.
You know, and bits where we put the exhaust on, but we hadn't known where the brackets were going to go, so now the brackets are proper welded on, fuel carriers bolted on, all the modified bits, again, anti-tramp bars are now all properly welded on. It was a case of, it won't be too long, and it was like another month.
Well, because we're talking hours, that's hours, that's hours, that's hours, and then that's before you've taken it all apart.
And not forgetting that most of the underneath bodywork still hadn't actually been finished. Some of it was welded 3 years ago and gone really rusty.
Oh, yeah.
So we had to grind all that off and make it nice. And so
it is.
Going to get some gloves on.
At a point though, isn't it? Because wow.
So basically, tonight we're going to put some grey on.
Oh, so I am literally catching it just before. So you guys are just seeing this before it gets to its next stage where it goes into paint, in a sense. So this is as far as it's going to go, welding and mocking up and all that sort of stuff, and then the paint comes onto it, which is...
So I've done some very late nights this week.
Very exciting.
Just to get it... Each stage, you know, you put the primer on right, let it go off. You know, we underseal, we seam seal. Engine bay has been smoothed out, so originally these have all the bullet holes in. Remember that you probably see in the previous video. All we've done there's minimal filler in there. We've just skimmed over some of the welds, some of the little pinholes, seam sealed all around the edges. So, you know, all of these holes which hold all the carriers on, pots, they've all been drilled through. We've welded nuts on the bottom, so everything's got a nut behind it now. It's not a tack screw. Because normally you'd hang a self-tapper through there, pointing at the tyre. Again, I'm never going to be that low, but I still don't want a screw hanging out. So little things, there's all the little things.
That's another level, mate, taking it to that point where you're even taking bolts to...
See what heavy this is.
Here we go. He's getting on it, Foot's are in there. Whoa, let her have it. Here she goes, she's going over. So scary from this side.
I'll techniques that from Joe.
I was going to say, you've definitely done this before.
1 o'clock in the morning, yeah. This is the scary bit, when it gives.
And rest. Right, as you'll see, it's on her side now, look at that.
We completely sandblasted the whole thing again. Once we sandblasted it again, it came back in here. 1 coat of that epoxy primer. Then worked around any areas that needed a bit more attention, a couple more spot welds. After that then started seam sealing, which, naive maybe, I said, it'll be a couple of hours. 3 days later, later, and I'm still
3 days later.
2 of us as well, seam sealing. In the end, I got someone in to do the cork gun for me to follow behind with the brush, just to get it in there. So
wow,
it's done really well. But you can this is seam seal here, seam seal round here, seam seal everywhere that was. So originally these are holes in the P100. We filled them in, but I've left them kind of the factory look. Same as all these. These are all, so when you look under it, you still see the actual original look of it.
But it's been brought up to where the standards you want, where it's seam sealed properly and it's covered and it's not letting the rain in, which is nice.
It should be good now. It needs to be good because I'm painting it tonight. But
once it's been done it.
Two nights ago, and again with the Schultz or Gravitech we used, we've just gone for get it on there like more of an older kind of style look. That's kind of when this is all painted, you are not going to notice little bits and stuff like that. But I want this bit protected because that's the main area it's going to get stones and damage. So anyone that knows about these should have a plastic insert in it. I've taken the plastic insert away because what I don't want to do is look through the wheel and then see some dirty old bit of plastic from the 90s that I can't repair or make nice.
Completely agree.
I only have one anyway. Obviously Jimmy in stock probably has a few.
Yeah, 1,000.
But I really liked Jason Cosworth Series 1. I really liked the van, stuff we'd done, and I thought, well, I'm going to go for it. So filled in all the holes. There should be loads of holes along the edge of here that we've got rid of. There's again another factory kind of hole there we've got rid of, and then gone mad with the Gravitech in there just to cover it over. I want to be able to look through the wheel and go, God, that looks nice. Yes, I understand it probably isn't stone chip. Chance of me driving this, I'm never ever going to use it daily. I might take it to work. It's never going out in the rain.
No.
I need this built for my wedding, which is imminent.
Soon. It's very soon.
4 weeks.
Wow!
4 weeks.
Wait, 4 weeks?
4 weeks.
Are you going to be? I am going to do it.
I'm going to be here forever doing it.
It's going to happen.
That's why paint's going on it today then, because then you've got a good couple of weeks until...
I'm painting all the front wheel arches, I'm painting all underneath, I'm going to paint the engine bay, I'm painting all inside, and I'm painting the whole back of the chassis, including the back panel.
So when you look under it,
everything's done. So once it comes
even
out,
past stuff, you'll see the colour.
It'll be as shiny as on the bottom as on the top.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the paint that's going to paint it is amazing, but I'm going to do my best underneath. And then basically it'll go on the ramp. Everything's pretty much ready to go. That's come off. Everything's been powder coated. All the axles, subframes, everything that was already old has been painted, ready to go on. So it should be a case of on the ramp next week.
Just start bolting on, basically.
They're very simple anyway. Set of leaf springs and an axle on the back. The front is a cross member and an arm and a roll bar. So the engine's already on the pallet ready to go.
So this being a painted rolling chassis isn't really that far away.
No.
It's then wiring and getting the interior in and blah blah blah.
We're running the wiring in through the chassis rails and doing certain bits of modifying that we haven't done yet. So what I don't want to do is get it all painted nice by me, get it then sent to Ben to paint the top half of it, then go, oh, we've got to build it back up yet. I don't want to be panicking about that. So it'll be this week I'll finish painting what I need to paint. It'll go on the ramp, we'll build it up, it will even be running, the exhaust, everything on, we'll get everything on we need to. And then it will literally, we'll put it on the trailer, I'll take it to Ben, and then by that time we'd have prepped all the rest of the, most of it's okay, there's still a few bits that are a bit bad, but like the brand new wings, there's a few little imperfections. So Ben's got to paint the front wings, he's got to paint the roof, the small section of the quarter on the seal, and on the tub, all he's going to have to do then is paint the side panel on the back of the tub when it's back on. Everything else will already be done. So
be bolted to it, ready to go.
Yeah, it should be a case of it's running, give or take the odd little bit. He then paints it, we let it settle for a few days, and then we do, get the windscreen put. We've got a heated front windscreen ordered for it, get the aerial in, get all the windows in, and then that's my 4-week challenge.
4-week challenge to literally paint and build a car. Yeah, that's next level, mate. That really is.
Well, we're very excited to see it. Hopefully primed, I suppose. We're going to see it primed, maybe, and then.
Or maybe even back together and primed might be the next video, I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see on time frames and stuff.
I reckon it, definitely painted tonight anyway. A few little bits and just a few bits of primer in there. But.
Mate, you've done such a good job though. And I will always stress, this is hundreds, if not thousands of hours at this point, getting it to this point, and you are still
it's like anything,
not there yet.
You think, it's not going to take too long, and then you're another couple of hours in, you're seam sealing, and you're like, oh, I've done this bit, I haven't done this bit, I haven't done this bit, oh, what about this bit, oh, what about this? And when you stop, You know, I'd finished, I'd run out of seams here in the cork gun, and I looked up there and I was like, oh, what about in that bit there where the water's going to sit? Like, you know, again, not taking out the rain, but I still need to be careful. I could go to Ford Fair, could go to any show, and it could absolutely have it down.
You still want to make sure that if you're going to take the time, it needs to be right, doesn't it? Mental, mate, mental.
And back in the 300C in the rain. Thank you so much for watching today's video. We will have another update very, very soon on the P100 with the Cosworth engine. It's happening. But thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.